KR Sports right here with the one and only ABNER MARES. Man, here at your restaurant, brother, you got a little mural right here. You have your emblem back there. Tell us about it, man. Congratulations, number one, and tell us about it.
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for making time and coming over, brother. Really appreciate that. And yeah, we are in the city of Bell Gardens. Restaurant is called Tacos and Beer Don Chentes in the city of Bell Gardens. It's a Mexican restaurant. Don't be fooled by the name Tacos and Beer. We serve a little bit more than that. We got the tortas, we got the burritos, we got basically all the Mexican food.
Got the mariscos,
molcajetes, and the draft beers. I mean, we got over 20, bro. Yeah. And the one that really stands out is my beer, the ABNER MARES beer that I just released maybe 3 months ago. It's a it's more of a lager. It's a lager beer that I picked myself coming from Tecate, Baja California, Mexico, and it's a really smooth, really nice beer. That goes in really smooth. People tell me you can drink 1, 2. A lot of people just going crazy drunk from here. Because it's so good. It's not so strong. And yeah, man, this is what I got going on for myself right now. I opened up a restaurant. Honestly, I never thought that I would open up a restaurant, but it's quite the move. Quite the journey right now I'm doing. But I'm happy as far as now. I'm really happy with what I'm doing.
Man, I can personally attest. It is a very smooth and light beer. I like it a lot because I'm like 2 in already, so I appreciate it. Tell me, man, you're obviously, what's next for you, man? We see you obviously at Manny and Estrella's gym, Knockouts gym. What's the latest? You look in shape. You look, like you're ready to go. When can we see ABNER doing what he does best in the ring?
Yes, sir. I cannot wait. It's overdue. I'm looking at coming back as early, and I say early, but it's still 3 months away. But it's not that far. 3 months go like this. August. We're talking about August, early August. I want to come back. I already talked to my manager, talked to my promoter, and we are already in talks about that month. Basically, they told me reserve that month. ABNER, get ready. We are back in August, so I cannot wait. Honestly, I'm taking a tune-up fight because the time that I've been off, I've been two years off from the ring, and it's only right I take a tune-up fight. But I just cannot wait to see how my body reacts, how I'm looking. I feel good as far as now in the gym, but it's nothing like being in the ring actually fighting, that when you really see what your body's still, how your body's still reacting. So hopefully this one fight really demonstrate if I could do 1 or 2 more fights. If not, I'll just call it quits because I got a lot of things going on for myself. The last thing I want to do is jeopardize my health, my life. I got my wife, I got my kids that I got to look after, and I got now this restaurant and more things that I covered.
What weight class are you looking at? 130. 130?
Yeah, okay. 130. I cannot make 126 anymore. 130. I'm a grown young man. No, I'm a grown man. Right. I'm a grown man already, 35 years old. So it's become really hard, especially with the time off.
Wow. No, man, we're looking forward to the return. Definitely when that happens. Looking forward to that announcement and all that. Talking about 130. Well, like 135. A lot of noise kind of happening in the lightweight division. Yeah. I don't know who's out of those 4 guys, including Tank. Obviously, Tank's going at 140 for the next fight. But if you had to, once the cream rises to the top at 135, who do you feel is the man there?
Well, there's a lot, and 26 pounders that are making that jump to 130 soon. We got Shakur Stevenson that I think soon we'll see at 130. Leo obviously still being in the picture. We got David Haney, who is at 135, but he's a big boy. I think we're gonna see him at 140 soon. You know what? I was looking forward to that Fortuna fight against Ryan Garcia. I think Fortuna is a great fighter. I think that he has a lot. And so I think, being mentioned, Ryan Garcia is one of them, the top ones. Right now, 130. Because of the name, not yet proven, being honest. But at the end of the day, we have big names that you know, that could bring in great crowds. If we get in the Ryan fight, if we get in the you know, even a Tank fight, if he drops to 130, 135, who knows? A Leo rematch, you know, the trilogy, why not? You know, they've all been, both of those fights have been really exciting. We got Jojo Diaz, hometown guy, who has been wanting to fight me. We got Jamel Herring, who is, man, he looked phenomenal against Frampton. I was really not impressed because I know of his abilities, but I was just shocked, you know, that Frampton went out like that, you know. But nevertheless, you know, he fought a great champion, and Jamel Herring, who is one of my picks if I were, you know, to fight soon. I think, you know, he is a WBO champion. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got the well, is the IBF still vacant since Diaz did not make weight? Jojo Diaz, remember, he did not make weight.
Right. Yeah, I believe it is. I believe
So I
it is.
think
Yeah. I believe he's like #1 contender or something.
Of course.
But yeah.
So that title's vacant.
Yeah.
The
Is that
fight,
the goal,
fight
to-
was
to
a
go
draw.
for another
So
title?
obviously, yeah. If I'm coming back, I want to become a world champion again. So, you know, it's just step by step, baby steps. I want to get in the fight first, get the feeling, and then go after that.
Wow, definitely, man. A lot of big fights coming up. Obviously, tomorrow, the big one, Andy Ruiz here versus Chris Arreola. How does that fight play out?
You know, listen, I don't want to pick. I don't, honestly, because I know them both really well. I just want exciting. I don't want. It's going to be an exciting matchup. You know, it's not whether I want it or not. It's going to happen because of their styles. I'm looking forward to that because the two great Mexican warriors, you know, that always leave everything in the ring, and people who are talking shit about it not being pay-per-view material, bro. I've seen worse pay-per-view fights being montage, being like talked about like being the best fight ever by it. What's that word I'm looking for?
Like hyped up?
Promoted.
Right.
Being promoted like one of the best, hyped up like you mentioned, and they're not. This fight you honestly don't have to hype up because you know you're gonna, it's a guaranteed action fight. So people who are talking shit about being pay-per-view, I'm not. You know, I'm paying for it because, you know, my family's gonna stay at home. I'm gonna go live and watch it. So I cannot wait. The undercards are really good. You know, Javi Molina, we got Omar Figueroa, we got my boy Adrian Granados, who, as we know, he's a tough motherfucker as well. We got great undercards. So, and we know StubHub Center. Well, now the Dignity Health Center in Carson, California. They call it, I believe, the War Zone or the War Grounds. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
And because it is just that. It's just like you step in the ring and it's like, yo, you know, you got to give a show. It's open air. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun, man.